Gently falls the Bakula. Chapter 16. Srimati arrived in India 3 months after Shrikant's return. Shrikant went to the airport to receive her. He was overjoyed to see her after such long time. When they came out, Srimati saw a new car and a driver waiting for them. Srimati was surprised. Hey Shri, what's this? Srimati, the company has given me Vishwa's position. Shrikant told her, beaming with happiness. They have confirmed me as general manager after just 3 months instead of 6. Congratulations. But why didn't you inform me before? I wanted to give you a surprise. Are you happy? Shri, I have always been a part of your life. Your achievements have always been mine. Srimati noticed the car was taking a different route. Shri, where are we going? I have purchased a new 3-bedroom flat near Bandstand in Bandra, facing the sea. You will love it. Srimati looked worried. Shri, how much money have you borrowed for that? We will have to work throughout our life to repay that loan, is it? Srimati, are you mad? I am a general manager now. I have different status. The company has given me an interest-free loan. What is the name of our apartment? Sea Waves. Shri, how did you manage these things all by yourself? When I managed to get the first ranker, Srimati, this is nothing. Oh, come on, Shri. Tell me seriously. Success is never accidental. One has to plan for it. When they reached the apartment, Srimati was amazed. The place was way beyond her imagination. It was very posh and well furnished house. Befitting Shrikant's new position, there were 3 balconies, and from every balcony she had a view of the sea. With the new designation, life had changed for Shrikant, but not for Srimati. He had become extremely busy and was touring a lot. He traveled 20 to 24 days a month. His life only revolved around his company, nothing else. One monsoon evening, Srimati was sitting in the balcony, staring at the road. The rain was splashing onto the balcony and she was getting wet, but she continued sitting there, with no inclination to get up. That morning, she had noticed a few grey hairs on her head. Suddenly, she began to feel age was catching up with her. Everything had worked out well for them, financially at least, but they still didn't have any children. The previous evening, Vandana had come to visit Srimati with her 2 children. Vandana still stayed in Malad, but in a 2-bedroom apartment. Once in a while, they would meet. The years of friendship between the 2 women allowed them to discuss every intimate personal matters with each other. Srimati, I hope you don't mind me asking this question, but don't you get bored without children? Of course I get bored. I have gone to a gynecologist and she says everything is normal. No, you should go to a specialist. You don't have any shortage of money. You better go to Hinduja hospital at Mahim. There is a very well-known doctor there called Dr. Don't go alone. Take Shrikant with you. But don't delay it any further. Vandana's advice was that what Srimati had been thinking about as she sat on the balcony that night. As usual, Shrikant came home at 9 o'clock in the night. After his dinner, he quickly settled down to read the Financial Express. Srimati came and sat next to him on the sofa and broached the topic. Shri, I am getting bored at home. Without even looking at her, Shrikant said, I have told you several times to register for PhD, but you don't seem to be bothered at all. No, Shri, I want something more important than that. Then take computer classes. That will help you a lot, and once you start surfing, you wouldn't even know how time flies. Srimati got really upset. How is that he didn't even thinking of children? Shri, the computer is not everything in life. If you want me to learn about computers, then you study a little bit about my subject. Moreover, I am not interested in getting a degree for any financial gain. I obey what my heart tells me. Shrikant found her words strange. Srimati, in real life you should always decide with your head, not with your heart. If you don't do that, it's disastrous. That is your way of thinking, Shri. I need not learn computers because there is an expert at home. I don't have any inclination for it. Just because you have a rope at home, do you go and buy buffalo for that? Education and marriage are two different things where you have to obey your heart. In the West, you can change your marriage partner and your subject of education whenever you want, but not in our rigid society. Shrikant stopped her speech by taking hold of her hands. Now, what do you want? Tell me straight, he said. Shri, let us go to some specialist. Why? What's wrong with you? Are you unwell? Shrikant was perturbed. No, Shri, I am perfectly all right. But don't you think we should have children now? We are well settled financially. Both of us are over 30, and 30 is late for a woman. Shrikant was silent for a minute, then he said, Okay, make an appointment and we will go. The following week, they met Dr. Farke. Dr. Farke was a senior doctor with more than 50 years of experience. He had seen many childless couples and could understand their anxiety. Shrikant did the talking. He asked questions about why they were unable to have children. Was there anything wrong? Was the defect in him or in Srimati? Could it be corrected? Dr. Fadge smiled. Well, Mr. Deshpande, where are you working? Deshpande replied. Shrikant replied confidently. I am general manager of a software company. The human body is not a computer. Many a times we do not know why things happen in a particular way. We can give the probable reasons but not the exact one. We can also prescribe a medicine that may possibly rectify the problem, but each human body reacts differently to the same medicine. So, it is not easy to give definite answers. However, I would like you both to undergo certain tests and get back to me with the result. The whole of the following week, Shrikant and Srimati spent taking all the tests that were advised by the doctor. Shrikant showed no emotion or anxiety during the test, whereas Srimati underwent a turbulence of emotions. She prayed for good results. When they met Mr. Fadke the next time, they could not make out what was on doctor's mind by looking at his face. After going through all reports, Mr. Fadke smiled and said, Mr. and Mrs. Deshpande, both of you are educated and intelligent, so it should be easy for you to understand this. Neither of you has any problem, but in order to have children, either the field or the seed must be very potent. If both are potent, then it is very easy. But in your case, both have ordinary potency. In medical terms, we call this subfertile. That does not mean that you cannot have children at all. It might perhaps take longer for you to conceive. Srimati's eyes filled with tears of disappointment. But she took hold of herself and asked, Doctor, you must have seen many cases such as ours. How long could it take for people like us to have children? Srimati, other people's experience is irrelevant for you. It depends upon the individual body. For some people, it may take 10 years, and for others, maybe only 5. You should not lose heart. Srimati was holding back her tears until she reached home. As soon as they reached home, she burst into tears. Wouldn't Ashoka, Vikramaditya, Siddhartha Gautama, about whom they had talked so much before marriage, be born in their family? Would there not be any heir to Shrikant's and her intelligence? Would their family end there? Srimati felt utterly hopeless and helpless. The gates of her dam of sorrows broke open and tears gushed out as floods. All the children she had dreamt of would remain only dreams. She remembered Gangakka referring to her as a barren woman. How could she convince the uneducated, unsympathetic Gangakka that she was not to be blamed? But neither was Shrikant. She continued sobbing. Shrikant came and put his arms around her. His touch only increased her sorrow. It was getting dark. Srimati had not yet put the lights on. She felt that her life was full of darkness now. Shrikant consoled her. Come on, Srimati, take it easy. This is not the end of our lives. I don't believe in such things. If we do not have children, then we will have only one worry. On the contrary, if we have children and if they don't come up well, that will become a constant worry. We do not have any empire that we need someone to inherit. And if you think that you need to have children to look after us in our old age, forget it. What the hell have I been doing for my mother other than sending money? If you are worried about who will perform our Shrad, then it is foolish thought. I did not perform my father's Shrad. Let us work hard and start a charitable trust that can help many needy children. Besides, the doctor hasn't said that it is impossible. We shall wait and see. Shri, I don't want to wait any more. Can we adopt a child? Shrikant suddenly became very serious. Srimati, think again. Other people's children will never be ours. We naturally tend to pardon our own children's mistakes, but it will not be possible to do that with someone else. I am not comfortable with that idea, somehow. Srimati, you are an intelligent person. Use your energy for more constructive work. Srimati was stunned by Shri's words. That very thought that she wouldn't experience motherhood was hurting her deeply.